Big Z Reviews. Cruella is the newest Disney prequel expanding on the origins of a villain from one of the cartoons. And it's actually kind of good.
But a new day brings new opportunities. Oh, sorry now. And I was ready to make a statement. How does the saying go? I am woman, hear me roar.
So this was directed by Craig Gillespie, and it mainly stars Emma Stone as Cruella, and then Emma Thompson as like the kind of Devil Wears Prada sort of character, the Baroness, and she's like the true villain in the origin of the villain story. And again, I wasn't really looking forward to this, but I enjoyed the 101 Dalmatians, but it wasn't one of my favorites. And I think my biggest the thing I don't like about this movie is the origin story for a truly evil character. Maybe the just most pure evil character in the Disney catalog. Just because at least the other Disney villains have motives. And for Cruella DeVille, or Cruel Evil, she only wants to steal, kill, butcher, and skin around 100 Dalmatian puppies. And there's nothing funny about it. It's just pure evil. It's not I don't even think that would make a very good outfit. Because look, the North Koreans, that's what they use for all the military outfits. They're dog hides. And it doesn't look good. So I don't know why a Dalmatian would somehow look great. It's a simplistic story, I think it's been so long since I saw him, as a kid, but it's odd. It bothers me a little. But especially, the joke at one point where Emma Stone's ooh, she steals the woman's dogs, and it's you make a good coat. And the crowd was left, I was no! But the whole setup is that she's a troubled child. She's very artistic and smart, but she gets in trouble. And then her mom is on the hard times. Then she takes the kid to this castle, and she's trying to talk to someone, trying to, get money or something going on. And then the Baroness's 3 Dalmatians essentially kill her mom. So it's origin story. She hates Dalmatians because they killed her mom. Okay. But, after that, it's funny though. There's I think almost all the dogs in the movie are CGI. It's all computer graphics animations. And some stuff looks better than other stuff. But I think in general, they all kind of look like they're just floating. I think that's the biggest problem with, having animated characters interact with the physical world in the film. And it just, I guess it's cheap. I don't know if it's cheaper than having dogs and dog trainers, but it probably is more moral. There's some bad history with abusing and killing animals and dogs, making a film, that is, so maybe it's better just if you want to have a dog do something crazy, have it be CGI, I guess. I don't know. But there's some weird stuff because she's a kid, and she's 12 or something like that. And she essentially becomes an orphan and goes around this group, this 2 other orphans, and hangs out with them and becomes a thief. But she's running around with a puppy. And then you go 10 years, I think, even though Emma Stone's in her 30s, and Joe Fry looks like he's in his 40s, and Paul Waterhauser looks like he's in his 50s. But they're supposed to be all in their 20s, I assume. And then now they're adults. But it's the dog that Emma Stone has is a completely different dog, but it's supposed to be the same dog, I think, because it's an old dog. but it doesn't. To me, that puppy would not turn into that dog. But I don't know. But the main kind of core of the movie becomes a little bit, not quite, but a little bit like Devil Wears Prada, where essentially she looks up to the Baroness, even though she kind of killed the mom. But she the fashion, she wants to get closer to her, and she becomes a protege. And then she decides that she realizes that it might have been on purpose with a dog whistle, that it wasn't just an accident that the Dalmatians killed the mom. So she decides to become Cruella, what her mom called her when she was being rude, and she becomes something to counter the Baroness, the new era of fashion. And a lot of stuff, the actual creativity of the film and a lot of different fashion, it looks really cool. It looks great. It looks interesting. It's different. I like how there's a lot of that punk aesthetic. Although I think this would be a little too early for punk in England. But and there's a lot of great music. The only thing, it was a little distracting at times. It was there's a lot of songs here, There's a lot of music playing. And I enjoyed it, though. It's a good soundtrack. It could be a little in your face at times. And the acting, I think Emma Stone's amazing. I think Emma Thompson's really good, too. Paul Waterhauser, he plays Paul Waterhauser with a bad accent. And, hell, what do you want from him? What he did with it worked. He had this weird little dog that with an eye patch, and he uses to steal shit. And then it kind of becomes a little bit of a heist film, essentially. And there's some really fun stuff, and there's some funny stuff. It's just, I did enjoy it. It's just, in the end, I think it loses itself the most when it has to be a prequel to 101 Dalmatians. I just wish I could completely separate it out from that movie where she's a dog killer. And it's you know what I mean? And I heard that they might even do a sequel to it, but then is the sequel going to be even more her turning into an evil bitch? An evil, cruel, you can see a little bit of cruelness in Cruella, but she's still kind of not that bad, to have her turn full evil in the next one and murder a bunch of dogs. It's it's kind of a pointless movie, but it is kind of a good time, So I probably give an 8 out of 10. It's interesting, but I don't know if it was necessary. But thanks for watching, and if you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.